FIFA are set to approve league games played abroad. It's inevitable. If we're being real here, this is inevitable. I just everything in 2021 or something like that about the Super League, it was all a massive preview of what was to come. The fact that the FA and UEFA tried to play that, oh, we're on the fan side when that happened, obviously when the clubs from the Premier League and La Liga and so all the big teams came together, from Tottenham, but you know what I mean, came together to organise a Super League and to join a big league where they'd be playing games abroad, and the fans rallied against it. It was a massive, massive moment when they did that, and it seems a big victory at the time. I remember it to this day. I remember sort of being absolutely annoyed at the club for doing that. I'm still annoyed at them at this point now because they never consulted us on it. City never ever consulted the fans on this, and none of the other clubs did either. So it was completely valid, our criticisms of the actual Super League itself. But then the other day, were reports that FIFA are set to approve a law where league games in other countries will be played in America, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, name it. And it just makes you wonder, what was the point of 2021? Because if you're being real, right, it doesn't matter. The fans can do what they want about it, so protest whatever they want. But at the end of the day, this is what happens when you get venture capitalists, Americans, and billionaires in this league. Look, I'm not saying about Americans, but you know what I mean, billionaires in this league. Eventually, this will happen. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not saying that my club is innocent in all this. Like, I'm not showing on with them way, but it's that this is always going to happen. Look at the NFL. Games played in the UK. For sure, games other countries as well. NBA as well, the exact same thing. It's the Americanization of sport, and football is becoming a massive factor in that. So I'm not surprised this happening at all. And I know a lot of people were wondering, oh, but wouldn't it be a thing that happens a couple years anyway to bring it through? Possibly, yeah, but then you got to think about it, right? The amount of money involved in this, and involving these clubs and his owners, it's very easy. It's very, very easy for them to simply go in, change a law, and then all of a sudden, there's about 3 or 2. You've got Liverpool versus Everton played in Saudi Arabia. You've got Man City versus Chelsea played in Tennessee. You've got Man United versus Tottenham played in Dallas. This is going to happen. It's an inevitability of modern sport and football in general, and it's never going to change. As much as we can sort of band together and stop it, the problem is with doing that is all you got to do is delay the inevitable. The more times you try and delay it, you're just delaying it down the line. And the longer this keeps going on, the more money involved in football, sponsorship deals. This is where it's all going to lead: the Americanization and the complete selling out of football. Modern football now is a bit different to where it was about 20 years ago. Even 10 years ago, it was still roughly the same, but it was changing year by year. 2024 has been probably my most profitable years for football, and it doesn't probably that FIFA are doing this. FIFA are corrupt. We all know that, and so are UEFA and so that. But we do it anyway. If you're a fan watching this, you knew that anyway. You knew this was going to happen. But this is the standard of football now. This is what it's going to be. This is never going to change. You're just going to keep constantly getting these games. Like Barcelona being played in America, played in Argentina. It's going to keep happening, and the World Cup will be the exact same thing. So will the Euros. It will start changing. Before you know it, it's just a massive, big global league, a global nationally, and it should be a big blob. And I know it might sound I'm going mental here. I might sound like this is just madness. Honestly, be real with yourselves here. Am I lying here? Am I lying? This is going to be a thing that happens in the next 5 years. In the next 5 years, it'll be 2020, 2029. Sorry, I forgot it was 2020, 2024. It's almost 2030. The World Cup in Saudi Arabia is in 2030, I'm pretty sure. 2030. Do you really think by that point this is going to change? The fact that we're going to Saudi Arabia now is huge. And bear in mind, right, I'm not against other countries taking this on. But when you realise how money that's involved in it, and all the horrible corruption, the deals behind the scenes, people have to go to City for all this kind of stuff. Are you kidding me? Every team from this stuff. Arsenal definitely are. Fly Emirates. You ever go to Etihad Airways? Emirates are involved in Arsenal. Chelsea, with their venture capitalists, obviously billionaires, asset themselves to other companies to try to make up FFP. FFP is a sham. All it's going to be, I don't go on a massive rant here from away from FIFA, but it all comes together. This all comes together. This is never going to change. It doesn't matter how you try and stop it and try and protest against it, it's never going to change because the amount of money in the sport now, there's too much of it. Players getting paid a ridiculous amount of money a year. You've got Mbappe getting paid £100 million signing on bonus. No, the transfer fee. £100 million signing on bonus. He's probably getting paid that transfer is more than most GDP in countries. Again, it's not City that's the issue here. City are not the issue in all this. It's the massive corporations and the billionaires that are responsible for this, not the clubs. The clubs, this City thing is a massive smokescreen to deflect the likes of the FIFA and the UEFA to get away with more shit. The Champions League changes are a disgrace as well. I'm sorry. You get out like it always all and all that. But what was wrong with the old method of simply a qualifying round to groups to the knockout stages? It's tried and tested and works perfectly. But this is what's going to mean. You get more teams that, and bear in mind, right? I like there's more teams in the World Cup and the Euro coming up. I like that. There's more chance for other teams to have a go. Depends obviously many more you have in it, but I like the fact that you're giving other teams a chance. But the problem is, the more we keep making changes to these competitions, the more modern football's going to go down the bin. And before you know it, all these other teams, everyone just goes to the local team. Then again, even the local team as well, they'll lose money. And this is what I mean. There's too much money. There's too much money in sport. Tickets are going up in price, obviously. And by money, people think that, oh, as you get rid of all these laws, it'll make it easier for tickets. Do you really think, right, that they're going to approve a cap on tickets now? I mean, you could do it. I mean, look at Germany. Germany's did it right, but Germany did it right because they did it at the right time. We've left it too late now. It's too late for us to make any changes. Even if you tried a massive protest at this point across the country, which, look, if you did that, fair play to you. I hope it does work. But you've got to look at the bigger picture here. These companies, there's too much money behind them, and it's gonna be a massive effort to turn that around. Money at the end of the day talks. It's a sad state of the world now where everything in life, money is the thing we will look at now, and it doesn't. Even if you have all the millions in the world, I think you're still going to feel sad anyway. But that's a whole different topic in itself. But it's just the reality we're in now. This is the reality of FIFA. This is the reality of football. This is how it's going to be now for the future. So if you're watching this video right now, and I please want to subscribe, do what on the road? We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Still got a way to go, but we're still pushing these videos out when we can and when we get news. It will be a show on Tuesday where we'll Alex and Danny. I'll do more videos as well with them if they're around. But for the moment, when I get news, I will report it on the channel because sometimes there's a lot to cover. It's better to sort of do the video where I can. But yeah, if you're watching this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment below. Do you genuinely feel like this is ever going to change? I think it will. But comment below, do you think this is going to change anything? Because honestly, this is only the beginning. I mean, like, you think it's gonna be changed by progress? I'm sorry, it's just gonna delay it. And look, it's been 3 years since the Super League thing happened, and it's been 3 years. All of a sudden, it's back on again. So look, I hope I'm wrong, but this is the way football is now. It's a never-ending change of money given to other teams, given to big companies. It's just gonna stop. So I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see what happens. But cheers everyone for watching the video. This is just a quick one. I saw the news today on Twitter and I was spread by other aggregators about the news, but I thought I'd give a video and discuss it. But yeah, it's an absolute disgrace, and it's never going to change. Football is in the gutter now. It's always been a gutter for a long time. The quality of football is still there, but the old days of it being the working man's game is starting to go. And the women's game will also be the same as well. People think the women's game is fine. Trust me, it's going to change as well. And before you know it, you'll see them games in like 10, 15 years' time in the same situation as a men's game. It'll only get worse. So, sorry for the big video, but I need to get off my chest. I need to get the news out there and sort of discuss with everyone. Hopefully, we can do something about it, but I can't see it happening. But yeah, just make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Or back on Tuesday. Video tomorrow, Monday, depends on the news coming out. Obviously, with Ortega contracts against him, which is brilliant. We'll discuss that more on Tuesday in the podcast. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. And I'll see you on Tuesday. If not, I'll see you soon.